So I'm trying to understand this, but liberals are having an absolute meltdown over the arrival of white South African refugees into the country. So they're not happy about this. There's not that many that are, it's not like they're flooding into the United States, these white South African refugees, but Trump did claim that there was a genocide going on against the white farmers in South Africa, and so he's giving them refuge here in the United States. There's some problems with that. I mean, look, I don't really know anything that's going on with South Africa. I haven't looked that much into it. I just want to point out a little bit of the hypocrisy. Couple of things couple of points of hypocrisy regarding this. You know, Trump is willing to say that there's a genocide going on in South Africa, but not willing to say there's a genocide going on in Palestine. So that's one. But the liberal hypocrisy on this one is really glaring. Let me just play for you this video of this liberal woman. And I thought at first, you know, is this real? Is this legitimate, or is this a conservative pretending to be a liberal? But it's not. This is actually a liberal, really, I think, conveying how the liberals are feeling about this. Now, liberals are pissed off because they look at this and think, white refugees, how dare you? There's no such thing as white people who are oppressed anywhere in the world. They also think, you know, how dare you kick out all of the black and brown people, and you really just want to let in white people. So this is a white supremacy thing. So they're feeling all of these feelings. And this liberal TikToker, I think, conveys and really articulates exactly how the liberals are feeling, and it's appalling.
This video is for the white Afrikaners who are coming to the United States. I think you've already landed here. And I know that some of the folks who met you at the airport told you, welcome, we're so glad you're here. Most of us aren't glad you're here, okay? We don't want you here. We never wanted you here. And furthermore, I noticed they're going to settle you in Idaho, Ohio, and North Carolina. I will tell you, they're not our finest states, so they're a good fit for you. I understand that many of you are farmers, and I've seen a lot of people say, oh, that's great, we need more farmers. Sorry to say, we don't. We actually need farm workers because we've deported most of them. So if you can, put your picking hat on and think about, picking produce, that's largely probably what you're going to be doing here, because I hear you don't have a lot of skills. I would also say that you're not going to have to hold just one job, but probably 2 or 3 to make up for your quality of life that you had back in South Africa. There will be no servants working for $2 a day. There's none of that here. So you're the servant who's working for $2 a day. So enjoy that. You're gonna have to pay for your health care, and ordinarily, because you're a refugee who's being discriminated against, you would go on Medicaid. But guess what? The Republicans just cut Medicaid. So I don't think you're going to have that option for healthcare. So maybe you'll do without. I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. I did notice that the Episcopalian Church had a program with the government where they would, they would resettle and help, refugees resettle. They find you all to be so onerous, they terminated the partnership with the government. And they said, yeah, we won't be resettling those folks. Other things that you need to know about. While we are 58% white here in the United States, that's not going to last much longer. Within the next couple of years, we're going to be the minority, which will be fun for you because that's what you're used to. Interestingly enough, we have a ton of Latinos. We're the second largest Spanish-speaking country in the world. So for you, if you could stop speaking that dirty, guttural, whatever it is, German, French, Dutch thing that you speak, that Afrikaans, nobody wants to hear that shit. So you can speak English or you can speak Spanish, which is really the second language here. In terms of other things that you need to know about, the black people in this country, they don't get fucked with, okay? I know that there's a long legacy of colonialism and all kinds of stuff happening in your country, but our black folks have sort of been through the fire, if you will, and they're not going to be fucked with. So you're the minority here. Enjoy. I really hope you like your time here. I'm going to bet my ass that you're going to be booking it back to SA probably within the next 12 months. Have a great day.
The hypocrisy on this. I mean, here's the bleeding heart liberals that just want to help people. Oh, except if you happen to be white. It's the same thing when you've got all of these bleeding heart conservatives who want to save Christians around the world, except for Palestinian Christians when they're bombed by the Israelis. Oh, well, that's just part of it. They're a bunch of terrorists. We don't care, right? The hypocrisy coming from these camps is unbelievable. First of all, wasn't it always the liberals that keep saying these colonizers need to leave? Okay, now they're leaving. So why are you upset about it? The colonizers are leaving and they're giving the African people back their African lands. You should be so thrilled that this is happening. This is actually what you've been wanting. You've been wanting the white colonizers to go. Now they're going and you're bitching about it. I don't understand. I really don't. I don't get it. Secondly, to just showcase that you only care about the color of a person's skin in order to give them refugee status. Now, again, I don't know a lot about what's going on in South Africa. I don't know what's going on with the farming and the attacks. And, what I know is that the South African government denies that there's any sort of racial element to it, that it is just crime. There's a lot of crime in South Africa. I do know that. I do know it's a very dangerous place for no matter who you are. So the government says it's not racial, it's just crime. We're just dealing with crime. There's just a lot of it. Others say, no, there is a racial aspect to it. Whites are in particular being targeted because of the racial history, the colonization, all of those things. And now it's being taken out on this generation of people that didn't have anything really to do with it. It's just their ancestors. That would be wrong also, right? So I don't know what's going on there. But look, if people are being granted refugee status and you're just pissed off that the group you want to be given refugee status is not being given refugee status, let's say, people from El Salvador or Venezuela or wherever it is that you think should be given asylum or refugee status, and you just, and because the people you think should have it or the people that you've been told by the media should have it, and that Donald Trump and his administration are evil fascists that are, just deporting all of these great and wonderful people, and you just believe that, and so then therefore you're against any and other refugee, that just makes you a crazy hypocrite. I mean, are you for refugees or are you not? Shouldn't you be happy that some are being allowed in? I mean, wouldn't that make you kind of say, okay, hey, a little is better than nothing, right? But no, it's because it's not my team, not my group, not the ones I want. I'm just going to be against everybody and then be a complete and total bitch, honestly, to the people coming in. To put a video out there like this saying you're not really welcome here. I mean, this goes against everything liberals claim they stand for. Here they are. They're the ones saying you're not welcome here. You're not welcome here. It just goes to show the tribalism in the team sports. It's never about principle. I just want people to be principled. Just be principled. Stick to your principles. It shouldn't matter which side is doing what. But here the liberals were so upset, feeling like conservatives were saying, you're not welcome here. And then here they are saying, you're not welcome here. It's just stick to your principles. And yet everybody's principles just go out the window when it comes to tribal politics. And that is what is driving me mad. I don't understand it. This is so hypocritical. They should be happy they're getting what they want. They're getting what they want in a twofold whammy. Okay? Not only are refugees being allowed into the country, but white colonizers are being forced out of a different country that you don't think they belong in. So this is a win for you. So why are you crying? I don't understand. Thank you for watching this clip from the full Kim Iverson Show, which you can catch Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. We do live stream it every day. It's a 1-hour show. You can catch it. It is totally free. Just go to KimIversonShow.com. See you there.